Hello and welcome to Three Questions with my friend Karen Campbell with us. Hey Karen, welcome to the
Hey,
show.
Kevin. Thank you. Thanks for having me here.
Let's talk a little bit about your business, Grief and Healing Connections. What's that all about?
So, Grief and Healing Connections. I'm a grief counselor, and I offer space for people to come and share their journey. And we have grief counseling available, energy healing available, whatever works for the person to connect with their own healing. So that's why it's called that. You have grieving, you have loss, and I'm there to help you connect with your healing because we are all capable of healing. And we all have that ability. Some of us need a little more direction. So I have the experience, and I'm there to offer that experience and education to people who are experiencing loss.
So Karen, we're going through a very unique period, obviously.
Yes.
And we were joking a little bit about this before the show, but unfortunately, I have a lot of friends who are just on a roller coaster right now. Some
Exactly.
days they're okay. The next day they're like, this is never going to end. The world's coming to an end. What should I do? Can you help people if they're going through that roller coaster to try to get them to understand that, hopefully, like all things, this too shall pass?
Right. Well, I can with some people. A lot of the stress that's coming up is because we have too much time to think, which is a good thing, but people aren't comfortable with feeling uncomfortable, right? We don't like to feel like there's a problem, there's an issue, that something is bothering us. Now that we have time to think, there's a lot of things that are coming up that we didn't resolve. A lot of issues from childhood, a lot of issues in our lives right now that aren't really happy topics, things that need to be healed. And there's also that some anticipatory grief, which is what we worry about in the future that we can lose. So learning about what is really at your core is helpful. What is it that's bothering you? Is it that you might get sick, or is it that you're not happy with your life? Have you been living a life that isn't really true to your heart, and do you need to make some changes? So, when you're alone or you're quarantined and you have a lot of time, you get these thoughts in your head and you become that hamster and you're on a wheel and you just keep thinking this thought and thinking this thought, and then you add more problems that you might not even have to that thought. So it's good to talk to somebody to tease things out and see where the real issues are and what's really something that you can work on.
So Karen, what made you start this business?
So I was always interested in death and dying, and I saw a need in my own life and in many other people's lives for the need for grief counseling. So I went back to school when I was 40 for my master's degree in mental health counseling and became a grief counselor and worked for hospice until the fall of 2018. During 2018, I decided that I needed to branch out, and I wanted to continue to be a grief counselor, but I also wanted to include Reiki. And Reiki is energy healing. And so I went to school and learned a lot about Reiki too, so that I could bring those sessions along with the grief counseling and to teach both.
But what made you go into the Reiki direction? Do you think it helps with
It
the
does help.
healing?
It does help because we're spiritual people, not talking religion now, we're talking the soul within us, our hearts. We are spiritual, and that needs attention too. So you need to feed yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So Reiki is energy healing, which helps us to unblock what we don't want to acknowledge, or what has hurt us, or pathways to healing. Reiki comes in and helps us to relax so that we can be in tune with ourselves. It's kind of meditative, it's relaxing, and it does help to release a lot of what we hold on to. So that combined with counseling can really help.
I say it makes perfect sense. Karen, how can people reach out to you? How can they learn more?
So I'm available. I'm available right now on Zoom. My office is located in Devens at Dragonfly Wellness Center. I'm here in Dracut. I'm available on Zoom. I'm available by email, which is griefhealingconnections@gmail.com. And I have a website, which is griefhealingconnections.com.
Awesome.
And,
I appreciate taking a few minutes to jump on the show with me, Karen. Hope you have a truly dazzling day.
thank you very much, and you stay healthy and well.
Thank you too.
All right. Bye now.